Plaintiff Andrew Lindsay says the defendant is 15 years older than him, but they were good friends, and the defendant is married to Andrew's friend. Andrew claims he and the defendant became romantically involved after she separated from her husband, and he's suing her today for 86 unpaid loans. Defendant Angel Perez insists she and Andrew were never intimately involved and were never more than friends. Angel claims she and her husband only separated temporarily, and it was only for financial reasons. She's countersuing Andrew for lost wages.
Start with you.
Our romantic relationship is kind of unique. She's 15 years older than me, and she was married to my friend. This started towards the last couple months that all three of us lived together. She started flirting with me, telling me things like she wants to cuddle, if only you were older, and if me and Steve ever split, that she wanted to sleep with me. And
What'd you tell her when she told you that about your friend?
I didn't respond, not really.
Okay, you just...
It's my friend.
Yeah, you never said a word.
No. I was
Okay,
like,
good enough.
Okay, thanks.
That means yes. Otherwise, you would say, he's my friend. What are you talking about? Why are you saying this? Why are you saying this and your husband is my friend? Wow, I got to go tell him. Instead, you just said, So after you said nothing and your friend's wife was hitting on you, you didn't say a word. Then what happened?
So once we all moved out of this house, they moved into a place together, and she told me late January that she kicked him out. And then following a few weeks later, she told me she had filed for separation, that they were separated, and that's when our romantic involvement really
And all
started.
that time, you never mentioned it to your friend.
No, because
Okay,
he's
you
not
was
a
just
very-
waiting to get rid of him. All right. At least you waited.
Well, he wasn't a very good husband. He didn't do anything to
Oh,
help her,
okay.
and I played
All
husband
right.
for a year while we lived together.
Some say I'm not. You can come for my wife?
No. No.
If that's your deal, if that's what you do, you a good husband?
No.
Uh-oh. Let's lock our doors.
He's coming.
And we're not even his friends. All right. You give me some background, ma'am.
Okay, we are just friends. We always have been just friends, okay? I have been guilty of being overly nice to him, but nothing of the sort. Me and my husband were separated for financial reasons only, and he knew I never had any intentions of leaving my husband at all, especially for him. So Andrew tried on many occasions to flirt with me. As a matter of fact, he was in a position to help me financially.
Many times.
Many times.
He was in a
many times
position
to
to
flirt
help
with
you.
me. You see, me and my husband were having problems. I did talk to Andrew because he was a shoulder to cry on sort of person, right? I trusted him because I felt he was non-threatening, okay? He wasn't like talking to someone else that would try to maybe take advantage of the situation or me, and he didn't at the time. However, when I found myself in a financial pinch, I felt like, and I still didn't have any involvement with him, but I felt like I had to put space in between me and my husband because he held things over my head. Now, Andrew wouldn't allow me to get any help from him if my husband was around, okay?
All right, let's get to what you're suing her for.
Andrew's
She has
jealousy.
admitted that she was willing to sell her husband out. That's essentially what she's saying. You had money for her, she kicked him out
Yeah.
because she needed money. Got it. All right. And you were the good friend who waited him out, and she was the good wife who put him out because she needed money. All right, so let's get to the loans.
Okay, so I'm suing her for money that I loaned her from August of 2018 to August of 2019. All that money was expected to be paid back. She told me she'd pay it back. I even have text to prove her she said she would pay it back. It was
Okay.
86 loans.
86 loans?
86. I even have a list here. I can show it to you, and I have a screenshot of all Venmo transactions. That's the list.
So I guess that didn't work after all, putting your husband out. He's still
Like the Venmo
telling you got to give him his
transactions.
money back. You got tricked. You thought you were doing it to get a discount. Thought you had put your husband out to get a discount, and lo and behold, he got what he wanted and gave you a bill.
He didn't get anything.
Tell her when she told you that about your friend.
I didn't respond. Not really.
Okay, you just,
It's my friend.
yeah, you never said a word.
No. I was
Okay,
basically
good
like,
enough.
Okay, thanks.
That means yes. Otherwise, you would say, He's my friend. What are you talking about? Why are you saying this?
Plaintiff Andrew Lindsay says the defendant is married to his friend. But while they were separated, she and Andrew became romantically involved.
You want your money for cigarettes, gas, $30 for this, $10 for gas. You want that $10 back. $5 for medicine. Get that $5, that's right.
Oh, it gets worse.
$5. Another $5 for a pack of cigarettes. That's right. Don't get no cigarettes off me. No cigarettes from your husband. $1 for gas.
Is that a raffle ticket?
$3 for a bottle of cleaner. Ma'am, did you borrow $3 for a bottle of cleaner on June 28th of 2019?
I can't clearly recall. I may or
Right.
may not have.
How about April 12th? Did you borrow $5 from him?
I don't know.
Okay. How about April 6th? Did you borrow $5 from him?
I don't.
Yeah, right, sir. This woman ain't agreed to pay you this over the course of a year, and you not get any of your money? Why did you keep loaning her money if she had not paid you any of it? Why would you loan her money over the course of a year if she has not paid you a dime? At the very least, in the 11th month, you should have stopped, but yet you continue.
Because I loved her. I wanted
Okay,
to help
well-
her get her life right.
Oh, so you loved her?
But we were under the impression that she would pay me back. So
Where'd you get the impression?
here's proof that she told me she'd pay me back everything she owed.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what it says. Let me have it, please.
And I
Ma'am,
was
let me
never
hear from
shown
you.
any.
He says you've told him you would pay him everything, and he has provided me a list of items that amount to $5,167. Well, you left $1 out. 500. Can't count. All right. What do you say?
He was supposed to provide me a list of things. He never did.
Okay.
He never did.
But you
Plus, a
agreed
lot
to-
of that is not a loan. A lot of that he did to help me out or whatever, as a friend or whatever. This
How would
money
you
that
determine-
he loaned me, I would agree to pay back. The money that he gave to me as gifts or to help me out, I would not have.
Okay. On
He
this
never
list,
provided me a list of.
how do I determine what's a loan or a gift?
That's a good question. I was never able to review the list for myself. He
Sir, you never
provided
gave
me
her the
one.
list of items that she owes for?
He did not.
Well, she has the same Venmo that I have. She can see everything I send.
Nope,
So-
that's not
no.
enough. It's your responsibility to send her notice of what she owed. How do I know how much she's agreed to pay? She says she does agree to pay loans. How do we distinguish loans from gifts? I just don't believe $3 was a loan. I don't believe you went over with her $1 and said, make sure you pay me this $1. And you never gave it to her on the list. Perhaps if you'd have given her the list, she'd have said, nope, on the $1, nope, those cigarettes, nope, nope, nope. But you didn't give her that chance because she never got the list. So you say she agreed to pay everything back, but we don't know what everything is.
Everything would be everything that is on that list every
Okay,
day.
that's what you say.
Which I never got.
But
She says that's not true.
There were even payments in there where I paid for child support. I paid for bills. I paid for things much bigger than $5 or
That's
$1.
why you had to determine what was a loan and what was a gift. You said every single dime you gave her was a loan?
Yeah.
I don't believe that. Don't believe it. And your counterclaim for lost wages, $4,110, is for what?
Yes, sir. Andrew had lent me a car. At first, it was lending me a car starting back in March of this year. And then he agreed to sell it to me. First payment of which was going to be due at the end of August. Okay? I had the money to pay him. I asked him to give me to the end of August
how
to make the
much?
first payment, $2,000 in total.
In 2000.
Yes, I made that
Sir,
agreement.
hold on. Did you make an agreement with her to give her a car for $2,000?
I did agree. that
All
she was
right.
supposed
She
to-
already owed you $5,000, hadn't paid you a dime, yet you're going to loan her another $2,000. That's why I don't believe all this, sir. Go ahead.
First payment was to be due the end of August, okay? Which would have been August 31st. On the 30th, 3 in the morning, I was at Walmart with my husband and my roommate at the time. Came out from shopping, went to start the car, and it wouldn't start. He'd been following me, and I guess went to Walmart, waited for me to shop. When I come out, the car wouldn't start because the battery was unhooked. He demanded the keys back and just took the car, and I had to walk home. And I had the money to pay that payment. He wasn't worried about that. He was more concerned that my husband had just moved back in, so he decided to renege on the deal, and he understood the repercussions that was going to have on my life. I was unable to visit my children. I lost a job. I lost my part-time job as a server. I lost 4 clients in total for my business. This cost me about 3 times what the car was worth in a month's period.
Plaintiff Andrew Lindsay says the defendant is married to his friend. But while they were separated, she and Andrew became romantically involved.
What do you say?
So what I say is I do not owe her any of that money because I had reason to believe that she was using my car for illegal activity. She was abusing my car.
Okay, prove it.
What?
Prove it.
Her roommate contacted me and told me that she was using hard drugs such as meth and heroin. Sent me photos of needles that she had been using.
Okay. And what does that have to do with the car? Her financing of
If
the
she's
car?
using hard drugs such as meth and heroin, then that means she's probably transporting.
How do you figure that?
If she's using hard drugs,
Yeah.
then I can imagine that she's going
You
to
can
get
imagine.
my
That's your imagination. She could also have a drug dealer living with her. She could also have her husband going to get it. The neighbor could sell it up the street.
She was also abusing the vehicle.
How so?
Both side mirrors were knocked off. There were cigarette burns in the seat, stains in the seat. She never made a payment to the car.
You have evidence of that?
I didn't get a chance.
I do not
to
have the
first-
picture.
Oh, you don't have evidence of any of that?
I do not have the
You
picture.
have evidence of anything you're saying?
Yes.
What is it?
I can provide proof of the romantic relationship that we had. I told her I would not help her if she was still involved with her husband.
Right, and that's
Because
why
we
you
had a
came to take the
romantic
car back.
relationship.
That's exactly why she said you came to take the car back.
And I also
And
took
how
the car-
much do you owe, ma'am, on these loans you believe? I know these aren't all debts that you agreed to pay $1, $3, $5 over the course of a year, and then after a year of not paying you a dime, which amounted to over $5,000, you loan her an additional $2,000. Go ahead, ma'am. How much do you believe you owe?
$747 is what I saw over, that was 4 loans, and that's from the last time I saw anything on paper.
Okay.
I would absolutely say I for sure owe him that, but I wasn't given the opportunity.
And
to
sir,
do
you
everything else.
repossessed that car illegally.
I repossessed it legally. It was still in my possession. I owned it.
I got
and
you, but
she
she
was
was
still
paying you for
borrowing.
it,
She
sir.
was
Yeah.
supposed to pay me for it, but she
Prove
had
that
bought-
she was late.
She
I had
Prove
the
that
money
she
in
was
my
late.
pocket when you came to get it.
was
Was
not
she late?
Late.
She was late?
But she was supposed to
Was
be.
she late?
No.
Well then, you repossessed it illegally. Sir, your claim 747, yours is granted. He repossessed your car illegally, so you get your judgment, $4,110. Don't fall in love so quick with somebody else's wife and then tell them that the only way they're gonna get their money is if they stay with you. You've been tricked, you've been had, you've been bamboozled. Bye.
Don't do drugs.
Don't take advantage of people in a hard situation.
Or cheat on your spouse, because you know you did.
Cheating might involve sleeping with someone.
You don't have to sleep with someone to cheat.
Never
He
happened.
wasn't dating my wife, that's the point.
You can always hit me up for the evidence.
Sure you will.
Jealousy's bad, bro. Envy's
Oh,
bad.
you can have that. She destroys everybody's life she comes in contact with. You can have that.
He does.
Plaintiff Dana Austin dated the defendant, and after they broke up, she found out she was pregnant. Dana claims her relationship with the defendant is toxic, and they have even physically fought each other. Dana's suing her ex today for child support. Defendant Michonne Baker says the reason he broke up with Dana is because she is aggressive and violent, and she's assaulted him more than once. Michonne is countersuing Dana for a child support refund.
Start with you.
So I met the defendant in December of 2014 on Facebook. We talked for about a year, and it was one of the biggest regrets of my entire life. The only thing that good came out of it was my daughter.
When did you all meet personally? You say you talked for a year.
In October of 2015.
How did you all decide to see each other in person?
He paid for me to come visit him in Kansas. I live in Minnesota.
Okay. Where did you stay?
I stayed at his house.
It's the first time you've seen him.
Yeah,
You don't know whether he was a mass murderer.
I Googled him. and I had all his information.
That's all you need
he wasn't
to know.
Then.
As long as he
That
wasn't a
was-
mass murderer.
Not then.
He could be a thief, a crackhead, and a bunch of other things. As long as he wasn't a mass murderer.
I made a mistake.
I'm messing with you.
I
Go
totally
ahead.
know that I did. So
How did it go?
It was okay the first couple of visits, and then things kind of got weird, and I decided to no longer see him in December.
Okay.
And then I found out I was pregnant in January. So when I called him and I told him that I was pregnant, he told me that I am stuck with him for the rest of my life. That was the response. That wasn't the action. So I went down there 2 more times afterwards when I was pregnant, and we were trying to make things kind of work, and then what ended up happening, I was 21 weeks pregnant, and he sent me a text message that he was seeing somebody and do not get upset. The next day, my water broke. I was really stressed out. My daughter was born at 22 weeks, 6 days. She had a 15% chance of surviving. On his way to come and see my daughter when she was in the hospital and we didn't know if she was going to live or die, he not only stopped at his new girlfriend's house, but he stopped at a casino. He stayed for maybe 2 hours. We started arguing. It's been kind of like a horrible situation. We just do not get along. There's been mutual combat between the both of us. Christmas of 2017, we both assaulted each other. And then the last time he saw my daughter was her 2nd birthday, which was May of 2018. In December, he was arrested for capital murder, and that was when we cut ties with him.
He wasn't convicted, obviously.
Well, he was in jail.
Yes,
It was
if
kind
you
of
heard he was arrested for murder, and you all have been physical from time to time, yeah, that might have been the most wise thing to do.
Defendant Michonne Baker has a child with the plaintiff, but he claims he broke up with her because she's violent and has assaulted him more than once.
You give me some background, sir?
Your Honor, it's not like all the way that she depicted me to be. Like, I've been in the Army for 8 years. I got out, and Dana, she's a very aggressive, violent person. Things don't go her way, like she want to put her hands on me. And I let it slide for the most part. I was the one who cut ties with her, like in the beginning, before I'm coming to see you. I'm like, no, I don't do that. Like, I don't want to be around you. You're a violent person, and you're going to make me be violent towards you. Like, 2 incidents, like, what she didn't tell you was I got up to the doctor's office the same time that my daughter was born. My daughter not even 24 hours old. Dana in there on the phone with somebody, I don't know who it is, talking about I wish you were the dad. That's very disrespectful to me. So
I did not.
I leave out. She followed me out of the hospital trying to fight me. So I get in the car and I leave. The second time I come up there to see my daughter, she's still in the hospital at this point. And Dana does actually physically hit me this time. Like, she hits me, busts my lip. We go somewhere to eat together. She put me out of the car 3 miles away from the hospital, so I got to walk back. And so I cut that visit short early as well. December, what she didn't tell you was the Christmas where we put our hands on each other, like that was the final straw. I brought my son and my mom all the way 9 hours to visit my daughter for Christmas. And I got my daughter FaceTiming with my youngest child, and Dana doesn't like that because my youngest child mom can see my daughter because she's holding the newborn.
Nothing to do with the child.
And Dana gets upset. She punches me in the face and she spits in my face. Like that, yeah. This is the caliber individual that Dana is, like in front of my son and my mom.
Your Honor, I have pictures of my face.
Oh, yeah, I hit you back. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Punched me in my face.
Yeah, I slapped you.
Do you know whether with all this, have either of you all gotten counseling or looked into therapy or anger management or psychiatric exam?
I go to counseling for my PTSD.
You have any counseling going on?
Well, actually, yes, because I'm in school for my master's degree to become a counselor. So, yes, I do.
And you go to a therapist?
Yes, to just work out my stuff before I get my degree, because you have to work on your own stuff before you can help other people.
All right, tell me about the child support, ma'am. How does he owe you for that?
So he has not paid his child support in over 2 years. He owes $10,571. We do receive $150 from the VA. I have the notice where I contacted child support and let them know.
How long have you been receiving that?
Since August of 2017. I let child support know that then. And
All right,
child support.
hold on, ma'am.
Okay, sorry.
I thought you just told me he hadn't paid anything in 2 years.
He doesn't pay child support. The VA pays $150
For who?
separate for my daughter.
On behalf of who?
On behalf of him.
He pays
But-
the child support, man.
but child support-
Now, we'll get into the arrearage, but for you to think that when the VA pays you money, let me see it, on his behalf,
This is the part where it says where I let them know. And
I don't know what makes you think
and then
he
here's the-
ultimately did not
This is the
pay.
amount that he owes.
So the 10,000, let's get to you. She says that you haven't paid, but she has received support because of the child that you all had together. And that support would not have come had it not been for you having served in the military.
Yes, sir.
So that is a benefit that you receive, that you then have passed on, whether you have it or not, it goes to your child.
Yes, sir.
So let's get to the 10,000. What's that about?
Oh, that's I haven't been paying like directly to Minnesota, but it's been occasions where Dana say, "Hey, I need money," and I send it directly to her, like, and I'm not sure if she will admit it or not, but it has been numerous of times, like $500 here and some amount there.
Now, of course she's not going to admit it. That's why I tell you
Your
young
Honor.
folks to go through the courts.
Yes, sir.
Your
Because
Honor.
that's what they do. Women get in. Now, I'm not saying that's what she's going to do, but women receive cash support or gifts or whatever for the child. You pay the
55-inch
child's-
TV for my daughter's room. Yeah.
But my point is, had you just given that through the courts or the child support agency, then she wouldn't be able to come in here and say, he ain't gave me a dime.
You're right, John.
Talking about he gave me $500. I ain't seen the 55-inch TV. I bought that TV. Show him my receipt. Here's the receipt. Oh, okay. Well, sir, the judge. Well, chalk that up as a gift. That's not child support. I'm just telling you what the judge will say for you young men think you're getting away with something by, I don't want the government in my business. You better get the government in your business so the government can hold both of you all accountable.
Defendant Michonne Baker has a child with the plaintiff, but he claims he broke up with her because she's violent and has assaulted him more than once.
Does this have a bottom line? Okay. Arrearage, but it doesn't say for what time frame. That time frame could include the last 2 years
Your
that you
Honor.
have received money.
Your
Yes,
Honor,
ma'am.
there's a note on there when I let them know about the 150. It says that he needs to put in for a modification in order to do that, and I let him know that.
All right. Now, to get this changed, she is right. You have to go and have the modification. You have to argue the point that I'm arguing. You have to say, well, these last 2 years, Your Honor, or child support magistrate, or whomever handles it at that child support service, the last 2 years, Your Honor, I've paid 150 times 24. I've paid $3,600. How have you paid it, sir? See, it's right here, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
Yes.
that first payment she received was back payment from my daughter's birth of $1,350. It's right here on the paperwork, so it's been.
Let's see it, but I got to go with what the child support agency gives me. Okay, you do have a list, yeah, of all the months. You got to take this and show them and get them to deduct it. I can't because all I can go by is what the courts say is due.
I got you, Your Honor.
But, and your counterclaim is based on the refund of you paying twice, you believe you paid in this instance, and whatever else what else did you pay other than what's on here?
I just want that refunded so it can go towards my.
Right, but
Yeah.
this is this $4,500?
Around, because the first
Okay,
one.
I see one of them is a $1,300 payment.
A whole back payment from when my daughter was born.
Okay, all right, well, I don't know how you handled this and whether you handled your child support properly. You say you've missed several, and that's not a good thing, and you're being held accountable for it today.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to grant her judgment for $5,000 because you are in arrearage. $10,000. I believe that arrearage is incorrect based on them not including the payments made over the last 2 years. But that's something you have to go to Child Support Services and deal with. And the thing I don't like about this, ma'am, when the courts determine or Child Protective Services determine that you did receive more, they're going to order you to pay them back. And many instances, you know, who has money to pay back the child support they received? They spend it because they think that they were legally receiving the correct amount. You wouldn't know any different, but Then you find out, child support services tell you that, you owe him $3,000. So hopefully that doesn't happen to you.
He owes another $5, so they can take it out with the owe.
All right. So you think he owes another $5. Your claim is dismissed. You don't have an order saying that you are owed a refund. Yours is granted the $5,000 maximum that we can give you based on the order that you provided. Have a good day. That's my judgment.
Do for your child, see your child. That's all I care about.
And I hope, like, now I can be in my child's life, whatever, and she stopped this whole blocking thing, holding her over my head.
I do not hold her over your head. She FaceTimes you. I call you. You never call her. I'm not chasing you to be a father.